The mystery has finally been solved.
Have you seen videos like this being posted on social media?
These kind of clips of scantily clad young women walking around UK cities like Manchester and Liverpool on a night out have been going viral, mainly on TikTok, for years. Even at one stage igniting a culture war debate about why women were dressing so immodestly, as if they hadn't already been dressing like this on a night out for 30 years. But largely absent from the conversation was one crucial question. Who's the weirdo behind the camera? Well, ladies and gentlemen, they got him.
Police! Police!
Okay, so you're being arrested on suspicion of harassment and voyeurism. Okay.
Where are we going now?
We're going to a police station, probably Central Park in Manchester. What? No, Manchester.
So who is he?
Where are we going now?
A 27-year-old man from Bradford. Name withheld. From Bradford. Interesting. Very interesting. The BBC reports that such films had gained millions of views and attracted misogynistic comments, which led to a police inquiry. But they failed to disclose the general profile of those who were making such misogynistic comments, which you can kind of get an idea of when you look at the accounts of those who were liking the videos on Facebook. Some kind of pattern here. I think if you watched the original videos, the clues were definitely there. The camperv wasn't arrested for filming in public, which is legal. He was farming the engagement of his loyal fan base to sell them illegal content behind a paywall.
And Greater Manchester Police said as well as the publicly viewed videos, officers also uncovered more content behind a paywall, including suspected non-consensual nudity. GMP said that while filming in public is legal, this filming crosses the line into offences like upskirting, stalking or harassment.
Fascinating, isn't it, how those who were accused of rioting were named, face doxed and publicly shamed by the media within days. But 27-year-old Bradford man gets to keep his anonymity. Police are now deploying in force across central Manchester at night to try to catch more pervs.
Officers are being deployed every Friday and Saturday across Manchester hotspots on the lookout for predatory behaviour.
How we arrived at this situation, one which has even prompted public figures like Tony Cruz to leave major European cities for fear of their daughter's safety, remains a total mystery.
Never before have I felt as unsafe as I do now. When I walk down the street, I'm increasingly being leered at. I'm increasingly being followed like I'm going around the souks of Morocco. And it's not, visibly to me anyway, people who were born and bred here. It isn't. And it's very difficult because we're not allowed to talk about it because, oh my gosh, that breaks taboo. Oh, you're a racist if you say this. I'm sorry. A lot of women going about their daily business feel that their safety is being directly threatened by people who are coming from different cultures. And this needs to be discussed because I've had enough. All my other female friends have had enough. When I put this stuff online, the number of comments online from other women saying they've had enough.
There's clearly a crisis of masculinity in the West. Normal, healthy masculinity is being publicly shamed, denigrated, labelled toxic masculinity, while our governments simultaneously import vast numbers of young men, some of whom have views towards women which are actually toxic. Meanwhile, our environment is polluted by all kinds of crap that's turning men more feminine. Estrogenic chemicals in plastics, bisphenol A, testosterone levels have been declining year upon year. Sperm counts are decreasing exponentially. They want you demoralised, they want you weak, they want you low T. So what can you do to fight back? Black Forest Supplements, Turkesterone and Tonkat Ali, the sponsor of today's video. If you want improved muscle, strength and libido all in one pill, more energy, especially in the mornings, improved stamina, less stress and fatigue, better focus and concentration, check out Black Forest's Max Purity, Turkesterone and Tonkat Ali. Overall, it helps you become the best and most masculine version of yourself. And get this, as part of their Black Friday sale, Black Forest Supplements governments are offering a 50% off site-wide sale. That's absolutely huge. That means if you buy one bottle of Turkesterone with Tonkat Ali, you get one more absolutely free. Who could argue with that? There's no better time to stock up because this stuff isn't cheap, because it actually works. And even if you find it's not for you, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. But that Black Friday deal won't stick around for long, so check out my unique link in the description box down below, or go direct to blackforestsupplements.com/Watson. Should the identity of the mysterious 27-year-old man from Bradford
Where are we going now?
ever be publicly revealed, I get the hunch that it might exacerbate concerns about the impact mass migration is having on the UK. Just today we learned that net migration to the UK in the year ending June 2023 was revised up to a jaw-dropping 906,000. Nearly a million net migration in a single year. 166,000 more than previously thought. Whoops, we just misplaced 166,000 people. A rise so steep that for the latest year, they're celebrating the fact that net migration dropped by 20% to just 728,000. Wow, only 728,000 people coming in a single year. What a minuscule number. To put that into perspective, in the last 12 months to June 2024, Britain welcomed a new non-British migrant every 30 seconds. 2 a minute every minute. And they're celebrating this supposed massive percentage drop. Of the 1.2 million people who came to live in the UK in that time, around 86%, 1 million, were non-EU nationals. Indian, 240,000, Nigerian, 120,000, Pakistani, 101,000, Chinese, 78,000, Zimbabwean, 36,000. In the space of one single year alone.
We've even learned that 86% of all migration into Britain today is coming from outside of Europe. Much of it is low skill, low wage, culturally incompatible forms of migration, people with very different values, beliefs, traditions, and religions. This is not only making us poorer, it's undermining our social fabric.
All this after we supposedly voted to take back control of our borders under Brexit. We're adding to our population every year in terms of non-EU migrants, a city almost the size of Birmingham. The UK's second largest city every year.
I've just done the calculations on that estimate now. We are expected to have 71 million people in this country by mid-26. That's 1 million more than the ONS has said. Yeah. And we're looking at towards 80 million by that 2036 figures. That's 10 million in 10 years. Yeah. At this level of growth, it's unsustainable for this country. And we should be shocked by this. We should be really worried too.
And leftists still express amazement and wonder at why housing is so unaffordable. Why our roads are jammed, why public services are crumbling, why the NHS is stretched to breaking point, why violent crime and the type of crimes that were once uncommon in the UK are now commonplace. Why councils can't even collect your bins more than once every 3 weeks, even as they're charging more money every year. And they're still claiming long-term immigration will be around 300,000, even as they revise up the already huge numbers every single time.
Don't listen to the lies that are being told that it's fallen by 20% year on year, because they revised the previous year upwards by 170,000. If you want a party that gives you mass immigration, if you want a party that makes sure you can't get a GP appointment, you can't get your kid into a local school, getting on the housing ladder becomes impossible, that your roads are congested and that the whole country gets poorer, vote Conservative. Or have a Labour government that probably will be even worse.
We also learned that the UK government spent a whopping £5.38 billion of taxpayer money on the asylum system alone, a rise of 36% on the previous year, 4 times the amount they just saved by slashing winter fuel payments for pensioners. Sorry Peter, it's going to be a long cold winter. We've got new priorities now. Ooh, it's going to be nice and cosy at the local migrant hotel. Not so warm in Peter's bungalow. You gotta love diversity. If you value what I do and you want to help support me, please visit pauljosephwatson.locals.com and either pledge a one-time donation or subscribe to join my community, get early access videos, and message me directly. And exclusive live streams coming soon too. Promise. Check out the Locals link down in the description. And don't forget to take a look at the brand new website, modernity.news. That's where you'll find all my content, including exclusive articles. That's modernity.news.